This is especially for my holy sisters and mothers. Because Rav Leibel Eger says, Purim is like Shabbos, but Shabbos in disguise. On Shabbos, I'm not doing any work. I'm just absolutely given to God. And on Purim, I can sell herring, can make a phone call, I can do anything in the world. But inside it's Shabbos. Inside it's so holy. It is that I said before, Purim is revelation of the deepest. So it has to be a little bit disguised, because it would be too awesome. So here, this is a little Shabbosdike story for you, for all of us. Everybody knows the Heilige Bilednike. The Heilige Rabbi Bilednike was the highest pupil of the Heilige Chernobyl. Bilednike is a little town, a little village in Russia, the Ukraine. Stories about 150 years ago. This greatest thing happened for Rabbi Shlomo Carlebach. You know, sad enough today, so many people, so many houses break, so many houses are not in the right place. But in those good days, husband and wife usually stuck it out for 2 million years. One day the Heilige Bilednike hears that a woman, or the wife of one of his followers, moved out from her husband's house and moved back to her parents. Couldn't believe it. After a few days he calls the woman and he says to her, do you know that your husband sitting all night long in the synagogue reciting the Psalms, praying to God that God should put it in your heart to come back to him because he loves you so much? Why did you leave him? And she says, Rebbe, I didn't leave my husband because I don't love him. I love him so much. You know why I left him? I left him because we have no children. Rebbe, we have no children. I can't bear the emptiness in the house anymore. Every day it feels like the destruction of the temple. A house without laughter, without crying of children. It's a broken temple. But Rebbe, if you want me to go back, so please bless me to have children. And obviously she was a very clever woman. She says, Rebbe, if you bless me already with children, or why didn't you bless me to have children like you are? Ah, the Rebbe says. And you can just see him smiling. He says, I tell you, if you promise to be a mother like my mother, I promise you to have children like I am. Let me tell you 2 stories about my mother. The first story is, should never happen to anyone, I want you to know. My father passed away when I was so little, and my mother was taking care of me and my little brother. One morning she woke up. She was too sick to even get out of bed. So she said, Yisroliku, my sweetest child, please bring me my prayer book. I have to pray to God to make me well. I brought her the prayer book. She held the prayer book in her hands, and she said, God in heaven, Master of the world, look at me, God in heaven, I'm so sick. I'm even too sick to pray. But God in heaven, don't you know, I have to be well, Because if I'm not well, who'll take care of my children? God in heaven, just for my 2 children, please. Give me strength. And Rabbi Schol says, the holy Rabbi Schol says, I swear to you, my mother got out of bed and she was well. The second story. He says, can you imagine, my holy mother, may her memory be a blessing. How much she prayed when she kindled lights Friday night. I was so little, but I could not imagine the high priest in the Holy of Holies praying to God with more devotion than my mother. One Friday night, she cried so much, the tears were rolling down her beautiful cheeks, and they fell on the light. She opened her eyes, it was already Shabbos. It was dark in the house, the 2 lights were out. And this is what she said. God in heaven, master of the world, I cannot live without the light of Shabbos. Please, God in heaven, you rekindle my life. I swear to you, I saw a hand coming down from heaven, rekindling my mother's Shabbos stick light. Listen to me, my dear sisters and mothers. Do you know how many holy lights have been extinguished? How many lights the wind has blown out? I want you to bring down a hand from heaven to rekindle all the Shabbos stick alive. Good Shabbos, good Yontiv, obviously. You holy sisters, you can do it. If one did it, all can do it. Good Shabbos, good Shabbos. Good Shabbos, good Shabbos. I bless you that your children, that the light of your children should always shine. Shine forever, forever and ever, and forevermore. Good Shabbos, good Shabbos. Good Purim, good Purim. Don't ever give up. Keep on laughing. Keep on hoping. Keep on swearing to your children. Swear in God's name that they're the best in the world, that they'll always make it. Because God swore to us on Mount Sinai that we will make it till Mashiach is coming. Let it be soon with great joy, with great laughter, and with great love. Shabbos, good Shabbos, good Purim, good Purim, good Purim.